If the Heisman Trophy was given out today, who would win the Stiff Arm Trophy? Would it be Julian Sayin? Would it be Ty Simpson? Would it be Fernando Mendoza? A lot to unpack here as we get basically 3 games left to figure out who the best player in college football is, according to Heisman voters, and what's left to be said about 3 guys that are playing outstanding football at the most important position in sports. What's up, kid folk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching, adapt and respond. Thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year round. If you're into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and answer the question in the comments below. Who's getting your Heisman vote right now? Is it Julian Sayin? Is it Ty Simpson? Or is it Fernando Mendoza? I think this is a very interesting conversation to have because all 3 of these guys are having outstanding seasons, but for really what ends up being different reasons. One of those is on an unprecedented path to perhaps playing for the national championship for the first time in Fernando Mendoza. One of those guys has rebranded Alabama as a winner again, even after a year where it felt like they were going to go off a cliff, and then it got started really, really badly for Alabama. Now, Ty Simpson is one of the best players in the sport. And then there is Julian Sayin, who I think is statistically having one of the best seasons that anybody's had from an efficiency and accuracy standpoint that has played this position. So let's start with Fernando Mendoza. And if you are paying attention, they really don't have anybody left to play this season that we care about. But if you pay attention to the odds, and you can go check those out at my bookie, they are a 30.5-point favorite against Wisconsin. Ohio State is a 31.5-point favorite against against UCLA. And Bama, let's see what Bama's favored by. On the MyBookie website, looking this up. Alabama is favored by 6.5 points over Sooners. Okay. So if you like those odds for any of those teams and you expect to place a wager, why not do that with MyBookie, where you use the promo code RJ Young, all one word, all caps, in the description below, and they will cover your bet up to $500. And if you lose, you can use your bet back bonus token. They'll make you whole again. You get to play again. Me, I'm really going to take an opportunity to take this time to tell you just how good I think one of these guys is, right? Fernando Mendoza is leading an undefeated team and had a Heisman moment with a pass in the back of the end zone to Omar Cooper Jr., where he made the miraculous catch and then able to toe tap inbounds to come from behind to defeat Penn State on the road. It's a dude that has really had a great season. I mean, Fernando also played well against Penn State, particularly in the fourth quarter. Ended up 19 of 30 for 218 with a TD and a pick, 6 carries for 20 yards and a TD in this. I don't know that there has been a more statistically awesome quarterback at Indiana. Although, now my mind goes to Michael Penix Jr. and what he might have done in that 2020 year, to say nothing what Curtis Work was doing last year. So maybe the best Indiana quarterback that we've seen this side of Antoine Randall. Didn't think I would have an Antoine Randall for y'all, would y'all? But I remember Antoine Randall was the truth because he was a short man that was playing quarterback at the Power 5 level, and I was going, I could do that too. Wasn't true, but I felt so good because you know what? My man had an arm, and my man was athletic as all hell, and I could not wait to be Antoine Randall. And then I figured out, just because I could throw a ball 50 yards and with accuracy does not mean I can throw a ball 70 yards with accuracy. And don't kid yourself. Every Power 5 college football quarterback you see can throw a football over them mountains and probably can hit a shoebox right there, dog. Right there. So anyway, I feel like, yeah, dog. Fernando Mendoza's been having a year. And when you put together the kind of performances that he has against a great Oregon program and now comeback wins against Iowa and Penn State, it's hard. But Iowa is the 3-loss team, and Penn State has not beaten a Big Ten foe all year. That might be working against him. Meanwhile, Ty Simpson has been outstanding for his program. I mean, against LSU under duress, because that LSU defense was great. He still completed 21 of 35 for 277 with a TD. He's got a 21-1 touchdown to interception ratio. And they look like they have the measure of an A&M team that is undefeated, and they look like they're on collision courses to play in the SEC championship game. One of those is going to show that we're still the big bad dog in this conference in Alabama. And the other is trying to show that, no, the new money has gotten to us as much as it's gotten to Texas Tech, and we about to show y'all what it can do along with Texas. Now, I think that Ty Simpson, for right now, has my third vote, but that can change based on some results. Like, they beat the snot out of Oklahoma, and they beat the snot out of A&M. he might just walk in there and take that trophy. He's also affable, I should say. All three of these guys are nice guys. All three of these guys speak well of their teammates, and their teammates speak well of them, and their coaches gush about them. You usually get a head coach to gush about your quarterback. If you don't, then you got a real problem. It's usually a bromance of sorts, right? They treat the quarterback with kid gloves. They say nice things about him, whisper sweet nothings in their ear. It's everybody else who gets the ass chewing. I'm here to tell you, I've been in these positions where I just walk around my helmet off. Other kids have said, "Hey, put your helmet back on. We had practice. Put your helmet on." And I'm getting told, "Hey, RJ, what do we do when we see this? What do we do when we see that?" Yeah, and I got answers, and they feel good about it. They keep walking. That's how they treat quarterbacks, right? That's how we've always treated quarterbacks. Why quarterbacks are the highest paid, why we all want to be quarterbacks. Some of us get to do it, some of us don't, right? I fortunate enough to get to do it, and I love doing it. It's kind of like why I love doing this show. I like being a front man. It's cool for me. And I also not very good at following the leader. But that's more of a personal flaw that I need to get worked out. Meanwhile, when you're the guy that's pushed to the front, and that's what a quarterback is, you're going to be the guy wearing the C whether you want to or not. And you can produce. People love you forever, man. I know that we should be talking about Marcel Reed and Diego Pavia in this conversation. I think Marcel Reed's name is going to come up a little bit more often as we get closer to playing Texas. But 20 or 29 for 221 with the TD, and then he's a dual threat. He's understood how to throw the football downfield this year, and that defense is having his back. They're 9-0. They're sharp. He's efficient. He's sharp. Diego Pavia is a playmaker, just a playmaker. I don't know that this guy is going to have a big future in the NFL, but when you look at college quarterback, you're going to be looking at guys like Diego Pavia, 25 or 33 for 377 with 3 TDs, and then another 112 on 18 carries on the ground. Another 40. I mean, dude had 489 yards total offense against Auburn. And it was tight, and he needed overtime. They needed to score 45 to their 38, but he got it done. And he's been getting it done. Lost to Texas and Alabama. Those aren't going to hurt you so much. And if Ty Simpson or Marcel Reed fall off a cliff, you might see Diego Pavia as a Heisman finalist there. But that is all pale in comparison to what we have seen from Julian Sayin so far. In his first year as a starter, this man has been cooking everybody that you have put in front of him except Texas. And that was the first game that he had ever started at this level. Since then, he's been nothing short of a Super Saiyan. You know, it go Goku, Vegeta, RJ, Julian, just like that. You know, we all be bros out here. Goku, Vegeta, RJ, Julian, Krillin. That's what it is right there. We all worship at the altar of Master Roshi. Although I'm not going to be acting as that man's pimp. He going to have to go get his own because I'm going to be out there too. Have you been to West City? Have you seen West City? I feel like I see West City every time I'm on a bike on Riverside. If you know, you know. Woo, boy. I'm taking back now. I'm taking it back to the Dragon Ball day, not the Dragon Ball Z day. Yo, y'all gonna get to know and understand. Unc used to be getting it in, baby. Unc used to be in there with the man talking about, hey, look, your whole planet got blown up. It's cool. I know what I'm here to do. I'm still a prince. And my pink shirt is pink, but it says Bad Man on the back. You understand me? You understand me? I see some of y'all be riding with, the most powerful dude on the face of the earth, but he's also a dummy. I love Goku, but he a dummy. You know, Bulma, holla at your mans. So holla at your man. I'm looking for a Bulma, but if you see Bulma, holla at your mans. Holla at your mans. Super Saiyan, he gonna get his. He gonna get his. You know how I know he gonna get his? Because he is balling as the Ohio State starting quarterback. I mean, 81% completion percentage. I don't even do that in EA or Sports College Football 26, dog. Like, that's stupid. By the way, I do play with Ohio State and not Oklahoma when we playing for that national championship on the EA, and I'm not sad about it. I'm here to win. I'm here to win. And I'll be running that Oregon offense. So you're going to see me out here with trick plays. I'm going to have my jet sweeps. I'm going to put men in motion. I'm going to make this difficult for you to play defense. I'm going to isolate one-on-one. And then if I feel like it, I might put Jeremiah Smith just out there one-on-one, say, I'm going to let him go beat you. That's just what it's going to be. And that's what Julian Sayin has been doing great. Also ranks, my God, number 1 in QB rating, 192.26. Tied for first for 300-yard passing games this season, 6 in 9 games. And second in FBS in yards per attempt at 9.9. So he's not throwing dink and dumps. He's throwing the ball downfield. And he's number 4 touchdown passes, 24. That, for me, is the Heisman Trophy winner.